Listen, actually, for 15 or 20 years, I was a top-ranked international male escort. Before I,
What if everything you thought you knew about your favorite Storage Wars stars was about to be turned upside down? Imagine uncovering shocking secrets, hidden truths, and untold stories that have been carefully kept out of the public eye. From heart-stopping confessions to financial gambles that could change their lives forever, this video will expose the side of these reality TV stars that you've never seen before. You think you know Daryl Sheets as the tough, no-nonsense treasure hunter? Wait until you hear about his health scare that nearly ended his career, and how he fought back to inspire millions. Or how about Barry Weiss, the eccentric millionaire who made us laugh with his bizarre bidding tactics? The real story behind his shocking motorcycle accident will leave you speechless. But it doesn't stop there. Justin Bryant, the young upstart who took the auction world by storm, has a business empire you won't believe. And Emily Wares? She's breaking every mold, showing that in a male-dominated world, the real power comes from within. You won't want to miss the dramatic twists, the unexpected turns, and the truth behind their fortunes and struggles. Stick around, because what's coming next will blow your mind and leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the world of Storage Wars. Keep watching. Trust me, you'll be hooked. Do you remember the thrill of watching treasure hunters dive into abandoned storage units, hoping for that one life-changing find? Storage Wars turned everyday auctions into high-stakes drama, introducing us to unforgettable personalities along the way. But once the cameras stopped rolling, what became of these larger-than-life figures? Some vanished from the public eye, while others made headlines in ways no one expected. And trust me, you won't believe the twists their lives have taken. Dave Hester, the man you love to hate, built his reality TV persona around a single word: "Yup!" That trademark catchphrase, shouted across auction halls, sent competitors into a frenzy. Clad in all black, exuding an air of confidence that bordered on arrogance, Hester turned every bidding war into a battle. His no-nonsense attitude and deep pockets made him a force to be reckoned with. But what happens when the so-called villain takes on the show itself? Hester wasn't just a competitor in auctions. He became one against A&E. When he exposed behind-the-scenes manipulation, claiming producers planted valuable items to heighten drama, his time on the show abruptly ended. Fired from Storage Wars, he took legal action, shaking the foundations of reality TV. The lawsuit was eventually settled, but it left fans questioning how much of the show was truly unscripted. Post-TV life took a dramatic turn for Hester. Instead of fading into obscurity, he pivoted, using his decades of experience to build an independent auctioneering and consulting business. He may have walked away from reality TV, but his love for auctions never wavered. However, in 2018, a life-threatening health crisis changed everything. A severe hemorrhagic stroke nearly took him out of the game, forcing him into months of recovery. The once intimidating bidder had to relearn basic functions, a humbling experience that shifted his perspective on life. These days, he lives away from the spotlight, choosing a quieter existence with his family in Alaska, a far cry from the heated bidding wars that made him famous. Not all Storage Wars stars had a contentious exit. Some, like Dan and Laura Dotson, remain as passionate about the auction world as ever. The husband and wife duo didn't just bring energy to the show. They embodied the heart of the business. Dan's rapid-fire auctioneer chant, paired with Laura's sharp instincts, kept the bidding process electric, making even the most mundane storage units feel like hidden gold mines. Their chemistry wasn't just a TV gimmick. It reflected their decades-long journey in the auction business. Long before Storage Wars, the Datsuns had built a name for themselves in California's auction scene. Their company, American Auctioneers, was a powerhouse, commanding respect across the industry. Unlike reality TV stars who fade away, they leveraged their fame to expand their brand. From estate sales to business liquidations, they proved they weren't just TV personalities, they were business moguls. Their social media presence gives fans a glimpse into their fast-paced world, showing that their passion for auctions isn't just for the cameras. Even today, they crisscross the state, running high-stakes auctions, their love for the game stronger than ever. Then there's Daryl Sheets, a man whose philosophy was simple: go big or go home. Unlike cautious bidders who played it safe, Sheets was fearless. If a storage unit looked promising, he went all in, throwing down thousands without hesitation. And more often than not, his instincts paid off. His legendary find, a collection of artwork by Frank Gutierrez valued at over $300,000, remains one of the most talked-about moments in Storage Wars history. But behind the bravado was a man who had dedicated his life to the auction business long before cameras started rolling. With over 4 decades in the industry, Sheets had seen it all. His ability to spot rare collectibles and hidden gems set him apart. But the thrill of the chase eventually took a toll. Years of stress and an unhealthy lifestyle caught up with him, leading to a serious health scare. Realizing that no amount of money was worth risking his well-being, Sheets made a drastic lifestyle change. He shed weight, focused on his health, and stepped back from the relentless world of storage auctions. Now, instead of chasing hidden treasures in storage units, he enjoys a more relaxed life, proving that sometimes the greatest fortune is good health. But what about the financial empires these reality stars built? While some faded into obscurity, others turned their fame into lucrative business ventures. Take Dave Hester. Despite his dramatic departure from TV, he capitalized on his notoriety, launching a successful auction consulting firm. His understanding of market trends and valuation has made him a sought-after expert, proving that his TV persona was just the surface of his business acumen. The Datsuns, on the other hand, used their Storage Wars fame to grow American Auctioneers into a multi-million-dollar enterprise. Their success wasn't just limited to auctions. They've invested in high-end real estate, securing properties in prime California locations. And while they may not flaunt their wealth like Hollywood celebrities, their collection of classic cars and high-end watches speaks to their success. More than just TV personalities, they've mastered the art of turning a niche industry into a lasting empire. Daryl Sheets also made smart moves with his money. Having spent decades in the industry, he knew the importance of long-term investments. Real estate became his go-to, allowing him to step back from the unpredictable world of auctions while maintaining financial stability. His transformation from high-stakes bidder to savvy investor shows that success isn't just about making money. It's about knowing when to pivot. If there's one lesson to take from these former reality stars, it's that adaptability is key. Fame is fleeting, but smart financial choices can create lasting wealth. Whether it's investing in real estate, expanding a business, or making health a priority, these Storage Wars icons prove that life after reality TV can be just as rewarding, if not more. So the next time you wonder what happens to reality stars once the cameras turn off, remember, the real game starts when the bidding ends. This remarkable haul validated his aggressive bidding style and solidified his reputation as someone who could spot hidden gems where others saw nothing but clutter. His fearless approach to bidding and his keen eye for valuable finds made him a standout personality on the show. But beyond his auction victories, Daryl's relatable, no-nonsense attitude and straightforward approach made him one of the most beloved figures in the world of storage hunting. Many viewers saw themselves in his shoes, dreaming of stumbling upon forgotten treasures that could change their lives. Adding another compelling layer to his story was his father-son dynamic with Brandon. Watching him mentor his son and pass down decades of knowledge brought an emotional connection to his journey, showing that the business was more than just a gamble, it was a legacy. But Daryl's biggest transformation wasn't inside a storage unit. It was within himself. In recent years, he embarked on a personal journey to reclaim his health. Shedding a significant amount of weight, he turned his struggles into motivation, inspiring fans by sharing his fitness journey, workout routines, and nutritional insights. However, his health battle took an unexpected turn in 2019 when he suffered a heart attack that required urgent surgery. The health scare was a wake-up call, but with resilience and determination, he made a full recovery. Though his time on television has become less frequent, he continues to make occasional appearances, reminding fans that his love for treasure hunting hasn't faded. One of the most unforgettable faces of the show, Barry Weiss, known as the Collector, was a breath of fresh air in the world of competitive storage bidding. Rolling up to auctions in vintage luxury cars, dressed in custom-made outfits, and wielding an arsenal of bizarre gadgets, Barry brought an element of charm and unpredictability that set him apart from the rest. While others were hunting for financial gain, Barry was in it for the thrill of the find. His eclectic taste and genuine passion for rare and unusual collectibles made every episode he was in a delight to watch. Unlike his fellow bidders, Barry wasn't financially dependent on the business. Having already built a fortune before joining the show, he had the freedom to bid purely for enjoyment. This unique perspective made him stand out, creating some of the most entertaining moments in Storage Wars history. After 4 seasons of entertaining audiences with his quirky antics, Barry bid farewell to the show in 2015, much to the disappointment of fans. But his story didn't end there. With his natural charisma and undeniable fan appeal, Barry quickly landed his own spin-off, Buried Treasure, where he traveled across the country in search of rare collectibles. Though the show only lasted for 8 episodes, it further showcased his passion and deep connections within the collecting world. Later, he returned to television with Storage Wars, Barry Strikes Back, a unique twist where he and fellow cast member Kenny Crossley revisited classic moments from the original series, giving fans a behind-the-scenes look at the drama and surprises that unfolded off-camera. However, in 2019, Barry faced a life-altering challenge when he was involved in a severe motorcycle accident. The crash left him with multiple broken bones and serious internal injuries, forcing him into months of rehabilitation and recovery. For a moment, it seemed like Barry's larger-than-life personality might be dimmed. But in true Weiss fashion, he turned adversity into opportunity. After his recovery, he found a new niche as the spokesperson for Sherwood Valley Casino, later expanding his work to include voiceovers for various Northern California casinos. Even after stepping away from the storage auction game, Barry's star power remains undeniable. Among the most memorable duos in Storage Wars history, Brandy Passante and Jared Schultz, better known as the Young Guns, were a fan-favorite couple who brought a dynamic energy to the auction world. Their back-and-forth banter, combined with their strategic bidding, made them one of the most watchable pairs on the show. Unlike their wealthier competitors, Brandy and Jared weren't rolling in unlimited cash. They represented the everyday working-class bidders, operating on tight budgets and grinding for every dollar of profit. This made their wins even more satisfying to witness, as they fought tooth and nail to turn forgotten storage units into money-making treasures. Their journey from humble beginnings made them even more relatable. They met while working at a carpet cleaning company before diving into the world of storage auctions. Their success story, building their thrift store now and then from the ground up, embodied the dream of financial independence and entrepreneurial ambition. But beyond the business, their personal lives often took center stage as viewers became invested in their relationship, cheering them on through both triumphs and challenges. However, as with many reality TV relationships, the pressures of fame and business eventually took their toll. In the years following their rise to reality stardom, cracks in their partnership began to show. While they initially worked as a team, their differences in business approaches and personal conflicts became more evident. The tension between them reached a breaking point, leading to a very public separation. Though they continued their individual pursuits in the world of auctions, their breakup marked the end of an era for Storage Wars fans who had followed their journey from the beginning. Despite their personal struggles, both Brandy and Jared have continued to stay active in the business world. Brandy has carved out her own identity, proving she was more than just half of a duo. She built her independent brand, engaging with fans on social media and expanding her entrepreneurial ventures. Meanwhile, Jared pursued his own projects, navigating life after reality TV and embracing new opportunities. While their partnership may have ended, their impact on Storage Wars remains, with fans still reminiscing about their fiery chemistry and competitive spirit. From dramatic transformations to shocking setbacks, the stars of Storage Wars have experienced it all. But one thing remains certain: the world of storage auctions is unpredictable, just like the lives of those who built their careers on the thrill of the unknown. And as long as there are forgotten treasures waiting to be discovered, the legacy of these larger-than-life personalities will continue to capture the imagination of fans worldwide. Meanwhile, Emily Wares, a rising star in the auctioneering industry, has been breaking barriers since she was just 17. Unlike most in a field dominated by men, Emily made waves by completing auction school at an incredibly young age and eventually making her mark on Storage Wars. Her quick, sharp calling style and no-nonsense attitude immediately challenged expectations. Coming from a small town in Iowa, Emily was exposed to the auction world early on, thanks to her father, a seasoned auctioneer who passed down his knowledge and love for the craft. This family bond brought an emotional depth to Emily's rise in the industry, especially in a profession where familial ties are rare. When Emily arrived in Los Angeles to compete in Storage Wars, she quickly made her presence known. Her distinct Midwestern cadence stood out among the regulars, often throwing her competitors off balance. More importantly, Emily didn't back down from challenges. Whether it was Daryl Sheets attempting to peek inside boxes or Ivy trying to pressure her into lowering her bid, Emily stood her ground with unmatched confidence. Her refusal to be intimidated earned her the respect of both her peers and viewers. Emily's journey reflects the power of persistence, self-assurance, and breaking through the barriers that often keep women from rising to the top in male-dominated industries. But let's not forget the financial and lifestyle aspects that shape the lives of these stars. Justin, though relatively young, is already carving out a financial empire through his success in storage auctions. His ability to secure profitable units and turn them into valuable finds has led to a steady increase in his net worth. It's a far cry from the days of struggling to get by. Over time, his entrepreneurial spirit has allowed him to invest in other ventures, further diversifying his wealth. The auctions may have been where he started, but they are just one part of his broader financial strategy. His story underscores a crucial financial lesson: the importance of taking risks and embracing opportunities when they come knocking. With the potential for continued growth, Justin's net worth is projected to increase significantly over the next few years, driven by his expanding investments and business ventures. On the other hand, Emily Wares's financial journey is equally fascinating. As a rising figure in a traditionally male-dominated industry, she is not just making a name for herself in the auction world, she's also building a solid foundation for her financial future. Her auction business, established alongside her father, serves as a testament to the long-term value of hard work and family legacy. Emily has already proven that age and gender are not obstacles to success. In fact, they might even be advantages in today's world of business, where innovation and fresh perspectives are highly valued. The luxury lifestyle of these stars has become a symbol of their hard-earned success. Justin Bryant, for example, has invested in a range of luxury items, including high-end watches and cars, signaling his growing wealth. His car collection alone is enough to make any enthusiast jealous, with a variety of luxury vehicles that reflect both his success and his love for the finer things in life. Emily, while not as public about her wealth, likely enjoys a similar lifestyle. Though she may not flaunt her riches as openly, her success in the auction world has undoubtedly afforded her a comfortable lifestyle, with potential investments in real estate and other ventures. In terms of real estate, both Justin and Emily have likely made some smart investments that will continue to grow their wealth. Justin, with his entrepreneurial mindset, is no stranger to making wise property purchases. From flipping homes to investing in prime locations, he's found ways to use his auction expertise to secure properties that will appreciate over time. Emily, with her strong family ties and roots in Iowa, may have a more grounded approach to real estate, but her long-term investments in properties, both residential and commercial, have the potential to yield high returns in the future. Both stars are also likely to have insurance policies in place to protect their wealth. For someone like Justin, whose income depends on fluctuating auction profits, having a robust health insurance policy as well as coverage for his assets and business is a wise decision. Emily, as a successful young businesswoman, would also need to safeguard her growing empire, ensuring that her auction business, properties, and investments are well protected from any unforeseen risks. Ultimately, the financial lessons we can learn from these stars are clear. They understand the value of diversifying their portfolios, investing in their passions, and making smart decisions when it comes to protecting their wealth.